An amalgamation of pig, spring, and pen appears before you. It leaps into your pocket, ready to go back to Matteo when you are. You find Mitchell looking more pensive than usual. He sits staring off into the distance, absently swirling a glass of red. He notices you when you approach, and you catch a glint of something in his eyes.
Bonsoir, mon chéri. Sometimes I get so wrapped up in what I'm doing that I forget the most essential things. Yes, well, you've been on my mind. I wanted to ask your opinion about something. Do you think there is a connection between food and love? Specifically, do you think that by eating with another, delighting in delicacies, appreciating the ambiance of a fine establishment, engaging in pleasant conversation and the elegant dance of table manners, can these things make love? An act of love. Do you mean to say that love is created by what we do? This is a beautiful sentiment, and one that goes straight to my heart. Do return soon, yes? I must say I am eagerly awaiting our next rendezvous. I've begun to find you rather entrancing. But tonight I need some time with this glass of wine. That is to say, time to be with myself.
A burly chef stands in your kitchen, looking at you expectantly as he stirs a saucepot.
You must be my new sous chef. I'm Stefan. Hey! Are you ready for prep?
Stefan regards you in silence for a few long moments.
Then why are you here?
An adorable chicken-shaped timer slides into the conversation, settling on Stefan's shoulder.
You're right, Mr. Cluckles. I could stand to be nicer.
He takes a deep breath, steadying himself, then points dramatically at you.
You! What are you doing in my kitchen? This is my kitchen. You must have me confused for someone who thinks this kind of thing is funny. I'm busy. I've got a whole lot of folks to feed, and unless you are here to help... Wait. Do you smell that? Oh, how dare you. Yes. I'm preheated. Thank you, Mr. Cluckles. Always keeping me on track. Like some humans who come in my kitchen just to distract me. That little chicken timer offers more help than you can imagine. He understands the type of establishment I'm trying to run around here. Only a human who doesn't understand cooking would ask me that. Cooking is life! It's not just food, it's your soul. Maybe one day you'll understand that. Until then, I'm wasting heat standing around here talking to you. Well, of course they do. And they didn't know a crate from a grape, so I couldn't give a damn about what they say. Go on, shoot. Okay, Mr. Cluckles, all prep should be done in 7.5 minutes. Start the timer. And go!
A handsome acrobat greets you with a small yet theatrical little bow, placing a hand on his chest and tipping his head forward. He has the aura of a veteran showman, but he doesn't look particularly pleased to have you as his audience.
Greetings, weary traveler. You seem taken aback. Quite natural. It was not my intention to frighten you, though I grant I'm known to be a disquieting presence when I'm in a mood. Tiger, tiger, tell me your little gray cells burn brighter than that. Yes. Yes. A long and solitary bad mood. For this, for everything, we are out of tune. You aren't serious. You jest. You want to hear my story? I am a servant to the drama of the heart. Good, bad, what's the difference? I am awash in the scurryings of lives. Countless lives. Countless stories. I am filled with water, the fundamental state of all things. Water, the tears you cry when you are born, when you are made, when you are broken. It is the sweat that drips from brows and shaking knuckles in alleyways, in schoolyards. It flows over its own frozen self down dry and grateful throats. It is the wellspring of ancient secrets, held in rough clay bowls. I am surrounded by it. You cannot know the agony that exact decision has caused me. I cannot talk about it. You'll have to ask Drysdale about it. The pale betrayal. You have no idea. But not only that. Not only do I hold the limitless, the unfathomably simple. I hold the dirt of life. The blood stuck in denim from skin knees comes to me. The stains of earth from a weekend spent burrowing into trees and the slimy, crawly things. The makeup smeared onto shirt collars and cuffs, streaked mascara, and embers of a lipstick that blazed once. All of this comes to me to be absolved. It nothing does. I must keep it all. It is a vast treasure house of memories, of senses, and it is safe with me. But how can I, just me, survive that? How could anyone bear the weight of that much life? Thus are explained the cracker crumbs in the pockets of t-shirts. It is the words. It is language. To be able to communicate. To share the burden. It is poetry that keeps me afloat in my own sea. You mean it? And this at last is the dawn? Such bewilderment comes with the sight of the room, I cannot tell. I have lost my only friend.
He gazes off into the distance, something clearly weighing on him. His eyes narrow for a few moments, and then he sighs.
Yes, my God, haven't I done enough? Drysdale. He was a phantom of delight when first he gleamed upon my sight. But we are quite forsaken. We were a duo, an acrobatic team rivaled by none on earth. We were swift, smooth, and strong. I wish you could have seen him fly to the vault of paved heaven. Our performances were legend. They came from many rooms away to watch us, to applaud us, and joy filled me as wine in a glass overflowed. Past tense. But the physical connection between him and me, it is like nothing I have ever known before or since. I no longer partake. Wine was something I shared only with him. He does not need poetry like I do. When he talks, it is a breeze to my tempest. And to him my tempest seems but a suggestion, a rumor of rain in another man's country. Until we didn't. Until the bond was broken. The bright cord severed. He abandoned me. And when he was finally ready again, I was unreachable. Locked in my own chillon. Trying to claw my way back to a friend who could not hear me. The wall between us has been impenetrable ever since. Yes, it's been years. As I said, traveler, a long and solitary bad mood. All moving things come to an end. A knotted willow. I miss him every day. Yet speaking with you gives me hope that I might be able to move on and accept a new companion. You're asking me to have faith. I would be hard-pressed to acquiesce if not for, well, I've tried everything else. Thank you, sincerely, for listening. It has been...
It's my favorite customer. What can I get for you today? Okay, no problem. One avocado? Order up.
Kopi flies into action, assembling your...
All right. Here we go. One avocado. Is there anything you'd like to know about the avocado? Well, for fun coffee, the name certainly backs it up. In Italian, they call it affogato al caffè, which literally means drowned in coffee. So, avocado means drowned. That's the way it's made after all. Drown it in espresso. Don't get lost in it. We'll see you next time.
Unfortunate about Sandy and corporate events planning. She was responsible for all the best casual Friday themes. Now that she's gone, there's finally nothing left of the 7 pioneers. In the beginning, there were 7 of us, working out of David's dorm room, stealing Wi-Fi from the neighbors and using cardboard boxes for chairs. We had no idea we were changing the world. We just wanted to design a more efficient paperclip. But then the money started flowing. Money always changes people. Didn't take long for the 7 pioneers to be whittled down to 1. Not me. David, the CEO of Valdivian. Seems like you're not paying attention, but I suppose it can't be helped. I am mysterious and only message you sometimes. So you say. And all this? The wretched soul-sucking corporate monster that Valdivian became? The pioneers never wanted that. One by one, they left, but I stayed. Deep down, I really believed David, the old David, was still in there somewhere. But when he wanted to use the Dateviators for military applications, I knew more drastic action was necessary. Quickly. I'm sorry, but there's no time. I'm using the display phone at a wireless store and they closed 30 minutes ago. This sales associate is giving me the stink eye. I'll follow up when I can.
You've come to expect Nightmare's unsettling presence, but there's no getting used to the shivers her gaze sends down your spine. She doesn't even bother greeting you this time, launching into your nightmare with no fanfare whatsoever.
There's a house across the street from yours. There are many houses on your street, but the one across from yours, it's identical. In every way. Even down to the 2 rocking chairs out front on the porch. You're sitting in the rocking chair, staring at your neighbor's house across the street. You realize you don't even remember when the house got there. You don't remember anyone moving in. But it's a beautiful day to be sitting outside, so you try to relax. You lean your head back and rock gently, basking in the warm day. You're not sure how much time has passed when you hear the front door across the street open. Your eyes snap open, and you look to see who's come out. The occupant looks happy, humming something to themselves as they sit on one of the chairs and relax. It doesn't seem like they see you, or at least when you make eye contact, they don't make any motion of acknowledgement. You're even more confused than you were before because the resident of the house across the street is you. Hey, Who are you? You call out to them, hoping to get some answers. They don't respond. You stand and lean on the railing that wraps around the porch. You don't take your eyes off your doppelganger. Out of the corner of your eye, you see people walking in the middle of the street. There's two of them, too, identical in every way. They're walking together in perfect, synchronized stride until they diverge. One walks across the street to your neighbor, and one walks up your walkway. They seem warm, comforting. They point to the rocking chair next to yours. "Can I sit with you?" they ask. "I've been walking so long." You think for a moment before answering. "Are you going to stay?" you ask. "Or will you leave?" They seem confused by your question. "I'll leave eventually, but this is where I want to be now." You shake your head and wave dismissively. "If you're going to leave, then leave," you grumble, sitting back in your chair. They look disappointed by this, but you see them walk down the street the way they came. You look back at your neighbor across the street and see they're sitting next to the stranger who walked up to them. They sit and chat, laughing and giggling, occasionally glancing towards your house, but always returning back to each other. You feel anger start to burn in your chest. You try to soothe yourself by knowing their stranger will leave. They won't always have something you don't. You'll end up the smart one, the one left with a heart intact. As you watch them, they start to change. All of a sudden, they look older. Gray starts to come through their hair, and crow's feet appear by their eyes as they laugh and hold each other's hands. You look down at your own hands, seeing your own skin wrinkling. No, you say to no one. Wait, you feel your strength drain and your heart slow. You start to claw at your skin, at your clothes, at your thinning hair. Looking back to your neighbors, they still look at peace. The stranger's form relaxes and eventually turns to dust. Your doppelganger looks bittersweet. They place their hand on the rocking chair their love was once in. Then they look across the street at you. They see you now, for the first time, and they smile at you. You look down as your finger falls off your palm. Your body starts to violently disintegrate, in chunks instead of dust. "No, stop!" you scream. But it comes out hoarse and broken. "I didn't mean it." You feel something strange in your neck and a sickening crack. Your head tumbling to the porch. Your body breaks into pieces as it falls to the ground. Even detached from your neck, you can see your doppelganger neighbor on their porch. They don't fight it. Their body just slowly stops existing. They don't need any more time here. They got the love they were waiting for. Even if their love left before they did, it was still love. I'm sorry, my dear. Why do you think I wanted to show you this? That's true, but what do you think this teaches you? That's exactly it. Being open to love is such a vulnerability. But isn't it worth it to be known and loved? We'll always be alone at the end of the day. We can't change that. But we can decide whether we've been known and loved. Now get some rest. You deserve it.
When you find Matteo next, he has a visitor. Some sort of book man.
Matteo, is he still missing?
Yeah, it's been days. We found one of his threads in the bathroom, but there hasn't been another sign of him yet. Do you think he might have gone back there?
I ran into Amir on my way over. There's no sign of him in either bathroom. I'm sorry, Matteo.
I just know something's wrong. What if he got caught on something? He's already lost one of his threads. What if he unraveled? What if... And if we don't? Lyric, I can't go through this again.
We won't have to. Now that the human is able to speak with us, I'm sure they'll be able to help even better than we can.
Thanks, Lyric. I'll run through the list of leads again.
We're gonna find him. Chin up, my snuggle buddy.
Nope. Another bust, and that list is only getting shorter. Another one of Davy's threads? What in the Chanel is going on with him? What makes you say that? A springtail? Do you know how tough these little guys are to catch? That's impressive! Give yourself some credit. Handling in animals can be tricky, and it looks like you have a knack for it. Now, what should we call you? Oh, I can definitely see that in this one. I'll go with Cielo. Are you up for looking into another lead? Stepford and Shelley were complaining about a weird rustling in the gym closet recently. I didn't think much about it since the gym is all the way across the house from where we found the other signs of Davy, but if Davy really is leaving clues, maybe whatever Davy is trying to lead us to is up there. Worth checking out at least, right? I was starting to feel a little hopeless earlier, but now I really think we're onto something. You've been a big help. I can't thank you enough. It means a lot to me that I'm not the only one out there looking for him. Oye, Cielo! Let's go meet your new friends!
Dorian is less clothed than the last time you saw him.
Oh dear. You've caught me in my horizontal state. I try to stay hidden under the rug because this isn't a part of myself that should be out in the open. But even us doors have to cut loose from time to time.
Dorian's abs seem to glisten a little more with that response.
Do you like what you see? Well, you should. I like to keep in shape. Duty and all that. I've been thinking of getting some more tattoos. What do you think? I was thinking of getting a garage door in on my back. One of the most interesting types of doors there are in the modern world. Brings me back to my drawbridge roots, when I toyed with the idea of going horizontal full-time. But you get older and, well, here we are. Thanks for chatting me up. We're friends, but
The ghost of a smile tugs at his lips.
even friends can have little benefits here and there.
You see a concerned face peeking through what might be a cryogenic tube containing tape both sticky and cassette. The face notices your presence and begins to speak.
Yes, this is Choice. I am officially found. You got it, compadre. Hey, mind letting me out of this thing? Nope. I mean, I don't think so. Maybe. Only one way to find out. Let her rip. Down? I mean, I was down. Down in the ground. But now I'm out. What?
The stranger who stands before you can best be described as nostalgia given form, an assortment of 80s memorabilia sculpted into a well-muscled male figure.
Woohoo! Yeah! I'm free! The 80s is surviving and thriving, baby!
Although his cassette tape ribbon obscures much of his face, you can still make out a friendly expression and handsome features.
Believe me, amigo. I am the personification of the 80s. I am not old junk. I may be a tube, but that makes me tubular, wouldn't you say?
He pulls an electric guitar from somewhere, playing a very loud and intense note as he strikes a pose.
Better yet, don't think too hard about it at all. 80s fever. Yo! Oh, heck yeah, compadre! And the 80s love you back! But first, I need a minute to decompress, if you know what I mean. Totally. Nice reference, pal. Totally topical. Now you're getting it. Nah, I might bop around the house a bit if that's cool. You got it. All right then, I'll be around just chilling like a villain. I'll teach you the ways, Daniel-san. Oh, look at you, acing the class already. You are gonna be a bodacious student, I can tell. Okie dokie, Smokey. Just gonna shut the peepers and recuperate. Talk to you later.
You're not sure what you expected to find in the crawlspace, but it certainly wasn't this well-dressed, regal figure. He seems quite stunned by your arrival, but the moment you liberate him from his underground prison, he comes alive with joy and gratitude.
Ah, fresh air. It has been far too long. Thank you. I have been trapped within that accursed crawl space for so long that I don't even know how long it was. Time lost all meaning under there. But never mind that now. I am Keith, and I owe you a real debt of gratitude, eh? Eso!
Hang on! My content aware is going off. Keith, the skeleton key, has a bit of a personality quirk that I would like to warn you about. But I also don't want to ruin the surprise. So I'll ask you, would you like to have the dramatic effect? Or would you rather know from the start? Okay, basically, he's a master manipulator. If you don't like sociopaths, you won't be too comfortable with this guy. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it? Carry on, then.
Please tell me, is there anything you're wishing for that I can help you with? Ha-ha! Do I have some good news for you? I am in fact a skeleton key. I can unlock just about anything with a keyhole in this house, and a few things without keyholes besides. I am nothing if not full of surprising talents. So, Dorian is giving you some trouble, eh? Nice to hear that some things haven't changed while I was gone. Well, fear not. Dorian and I go way back. We were practically made for each other, he and I. If you'll allow me the briefest intrusion into your pocket, I'll gladly accompany you.
Without further ado, Keith leaps straight into your pocket.
It's my favorite customer. What can I get for you today? Sure thing.
Kopi gets to work, grinding and pouring and
And voila! Voila! Is there anything you'd like to know about the latte? Oh gosh, where do I begin? There's all different kinds of patterns to choose from. Hearts, tulips, but probably one of the most essential patterns for any good barista to learn is the Rosetta pattern. It's supposed to be based off this plant, but I forgot the full name of it. That's probably it, yeah. We'll see you next time.
Last time, Nightmare just launched right into an unpleasant dream she prepared for you. Whatever the reason, this could be your opportunity to get to know her better, or perhaps to swing your dreams in a more pleasant direction.
Oh. Well, sure. I guess we've been talking about fear, and what your fears mean to you. Would you like to talk about more of your fears? Me. This isn't about me. It's about you. Maybe we should just talk about things you want instead. Tell me your deepest desires. You have.
It's hard to tell in the darkness, but you could swear Nightmare blushes.
That's interesting. Well, wow. Of all the things to have in your mind. There's all sorts of things in your head, you know. And I can dig through them and try to make the best sense of it I can, but haven't you ever wondered why some of your dreams are so nonsensical? I can make anything scary. But the scariest dreams are the ones that stick with you when you wake. The ones that come from a place of true fear. Things that keep you up at night. So you telling me those things about your biggest fears, it was you gave me the keys to really scare you. I guess, I'm not used to people playing along with me. Few do, unfortunately. There's so much to be learned from nightmares. On an animalistic evolutionary level, some say nightmares are sort of like practice for life-threatening scenarios. Others say nightmares are just your brain sorting through stressful events from your day. All pretty useful things, in my opinion. And yet, despite all the scientific advances humanity has achieved, no one really knows that much about me at the end of the day. It's a little sad, isn't it? You do?
Nightmare fidgets nervously.
That's cool.
Nightmare looks past you at something you can't see.
Oh no. Look at the time. We've been talking so long. If I don't get started now, we won't have time to finish. You hear something dripping. Drip. You look up at the ceiling, then.
Nightmare serves you some unpleasant imagery, but it's just not quite up to her usual standard. Something about her seems off her game. What could have happened? Perhaps you can ask her about it another night. The strings in the gym closet appear before you in a more canid form. Surely this is the tassel hound you've been on the lookout for. It leaps into your pocket, ready to go back to Matteo when you are. Dorian looms over you, arms crossed over his broad chest. He seems almost smug about blocking your way today.
Hello, mate. Let me get when you see me with my arms crossed like this. It means you're not getting through.
What might it take to uncross them, I wonder?
Keith! Is it really you?
Hello, old friend. It is me, all right.
Where on earth have you been?
I've been tucked away with my thoughts, you might say.
I never knew why you left.
I am so sorry I never said goodbye. I never had the chance.
Well, I've missed you.
I've missed you too, dearest Dorian. And I am back to stay. Now, come here and give me a hug, won't you?
I could never resist you.
Dorian and Keith curl their arms around each other, fitting together as perfectly as, well, a key and a lock.
And just like that, door is open. We've tried that.
Indeed.
It did not really work out.
I prefer to cherish the fact that it led to our friendship.
Quite so. Maybe so, but it can also complicate it mightily.
Call me closed off, but love tends to get messy.
For us, friendship is the way to go.
Maybe you can.
You are persistent, aren't you? I'll be damned if it isn't another quality of yours I admire. It wearies me and saddens me to keep saying no, but no. Please, not here, okay? Meet me somewhere else. Anywhere else. Any of the greats in your home. downstairs from here. Come to any of them, and I will be there. We can talk there. All right? I've already told you no. I've told you what to do, how to speak with me. I will not show myself. Some circus animal on a leash trotted out into a claustrophobic arena. What, so you can jeer? So you can point? I tell you, I won't. Wouldn't you? Never mind. Talk. If you leave now, we'll never have to know if you know yourself well enough to be truthful with me about this. If you would truly leave me in peace, then leave me now. Come back to the grates and I will be there.
A leather-clad dominatrix stares you down, radiating disdain. She looks at you like you're the dirt beneath her feet.
Hello, you pathetic, worthless little wretch. Disgusting, you worm.
Whoa there! My content aware has given me a tickle. Sophia here is a dominatrix, and she's gonna put you in some pretty dominating scenarios. You cool with that, or you wanna skip it? On with the show.
I do not recall asking anyone for your presence. So indulge me. What gives you the misguided confidence to stand here before me, wasting my time? So submissive so quickly. That's very good, wretch. You clearly know your place. We obviously haven't met before, so I want to be clear. Going forward, you will address me as Mistress, if you wish to continue this conversation. Is that understood, wretch? Very good. Now I know what you're thinking. Why would a perfectly successful safe like myself throw away her prosperous and fruitful career in the burgeoning vault industry to become a mistress to all the lost, pathetic, and broken creatures of this world? Tell me, wretch, do you know what a safe is good at? An acceptable, if asinine, answer. But the one thing a safe is good at, tantalizingly good at, is keeping things locked away. Valuables, memories, and very often, secrets. Deep, dark, very dirty secrets. The kind of secrets that everyone secretly longs for, aches for, but diligently keep hidden far from everyone, even if necessary, from them. Do you have any dirty little secrets like that, wretch? Of course you do. I expected nothing less. You intrigue me, wretch, in the way a drowning kitten might intrigue a jaguar. So sad, helpless, and ultimately pathetic. You possess a feebleness that instinctually repulses me. Yet if I save you, you may prove yourself of use to me. The only question is, do I waste my precious time letting you serve me? Or do I leave you to drown in your own ineptitude? Very good answer. All right then, wretch. Against my better judgment, and because things have been so frightfully boring lately, I'll allow you the opportunity to serve me. You should count yourself extremely lucky. Not everyone is given such an incredible, life-altering opportunity. And rarely do I make this offer to worms as painfully tragic as yourself. Of course, anything for my compliant little wretch. I can't wait to test just how compliant you truly are. And who knows? Perhaps in the end, you may even have the opportunity to open up my chassis. That is, if you are skillful enough to figure out the combination. Careful. You're getting very far ahead of yourself, wretch. I don't open up my chassis for just anyone, and especially not for someone as pathetic as you. Apologize for your insolence or face your punishment. Very good. Your mistress is pleased. Okay. It sounds like you're willing to do the necessary emotional work to take this relationship seriously. In that case, be back here tomorrow to fill out all the paperwork. There's some important ground rules we need to firmly establish before we take this any further. But once we get that out of the way, I'll open up your dirty little mind to fantasies you dare not even whisper. Now, affirm that you are my compliant, needy little wretch. Again, like you mean it. Like you'd unquestioningly do absolutely anything I'd ask of you. Tell me that you're my compliant, needy little wretch. Now. Very, very good. Then I will see you back here tomorrow, wretch. Do not keep me waiting.
It's my favorite customer. What can I get for you today? Okay, no problem.
Kopi flies in.
Alright, here we go. You've tried the affogato a few times now. Do you think you've remembered what I told you? Did I personally think the affogato was a drink or a dessert? Wow, you remembered. Yep.
Kopi beams at you.
I'm happy you remembered. Anyways, thanks for taking my little quiz. Stay caffeinated. We'll see you next time.
Nightmare comes to you at the usual time and place, but there's something strangely hesitant about her tonight. She fidgets with the dark wisps at the edges of her being, the same way one might fidget with their hair.
Hello, my dear. I'm fine. I'm fine. The other night, were you afraid? You know, I did my best, but I got the feeling you weren't all that scared. I knew it. I knew something was wrong.
Nightmare sighs, her horrifying shoulders sagging visibly. You've never seen her look so out of sorts.
I knew it. I knew better, but I did it anyway. I let you see more of myself than I intended. I'm losing some of my mystery. I'm losing my ability to frighten you. Different?
Nightmare turns to look at the wall to your left, which is now just one massive mirror. When
did this happen? Oh no. No. No!
Nightmare is pulling at the shadows that make up her body, like one might pull at clothing.
I just thought, if I could teach you about fear, you'd learn about the darkest reaches of your mind and stop fighting your nightmares. If I can't even scare you, what good am I? Talk this through. Wasn't that the entire problem? You can fix this. You're going to be afraid of me.
She rounds on you suddenly, pointing a finger at you and letting out an unearthly screech that raises goosebumps all over your body. But despite even that fairly decent effort, you can't help but feel unthreatened.
I've still got it.
Nightmare sighs.
How is this your dream and I'm the one having a nightmare? How do you deal with this? This? What do you mean by this? Relationship? No. Wake up! Wake up!
You wake up suddenly, sweaty and alone. Your heart races, but you're not afraid. What is this feeling? Mateo has been searching for so long you've nearly given up hope. But then
Davy!
Davy leaps into Mateo's arms, and the two enjoy a touching reunion.
Woof! Woof! Oh, Davy, you're back! What's gotten into you, huh, bud? Taking off like that. Oh, I can't believe you found him! You did a good job leading us to those strays, Davy. Very clever. Is that what this was all about? You've been out trying to be a rescue hound all by yourself? Woof, woof, woof. I'm guessing he had another friend with him when you found him? They were trapped and you didn't want to leave them behind. You really are a rescue hound. That's my good boy. All right, let's take a look at your new friend, huh? Hey, little guy, come on out. Stitch? Is that really you? Stitch! Stitch is my little troublemaker. He was always falling off to chase things around the house. That's the problem with Freyhounds. There isn't a stitch they can't slip through. And that's how he got his name, isn't it, buddy? But one day, he took off and never came back. I tore the house apart trying to find him. That's when I realized just how many strays there were around the house. All of them, just like Stitch. Lost and alone. So I started the rescue. And I just kept searching for Stitch and for any other animals that needed help. But when Davy disappeared, I thought it was happening all over again. All that time I dedicated to looking after them, and I still let one slip away. They're my responsibility. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm a little hard on myself. I've realized something over the last few days. When you're on your own, everything is so much heavier. You're carrying all the weight, and if something falls, you're the only one around to pick it up. But since you've been helping look for Davy, it's felt more like I had a partner in all this. Someone who cared about my little family as much as I do. Now that Davy's home, the thought of seeing you go, honestly, it makes me kind of sad. You've become part of the family, and I don't want to lose that. Then, what would you say to something more? I've never really had a lot of time to go out with someone, but I'd love to make the time to be with you. Me too. I want to keep talking, but I should really look over Stitch. He's had one Chanel of a ride. Come by later so we can talk more?
A handsome stranger with a model-esque beauty stands just a few feet away from you. The moment he lays eyes on you, he lights up, drinking you in with a warm smile.
Ciao, beautiful. What are you doing? Ah, but of course, I am admirable in so many ways. Tell me specifically, per favore, and then I might do the same for you. So many of the best things are. I look forward to gently teasing them out of you. But I rush. But first, I must introduce myself. The music of courtship has its cadence, after all. I am the one and only Fabrizio. Amore. Piacere di conoscerti. Ai, degno di nota. What a beautiful effort you're making to speak the language of a new friend. Now that we are introduced, we must get to know each other, eh? Let us begin with a simple question. Un aperitif. Do you? And so much is contained within your answer. Have a favorite flower? Ah, tessero bellissimo. Of course you do. A vibrant heart must have a love of nature. Picture it. I will try to guess what it is. I see. Amore, what a rich and colorful mind you have. It is a pleasure to me to be inside your eyes, seeing all your nooks and your crannies. Ah, do you ever, amore? And exquisite crannies they are. And somewhere buried in one of them, like a golden treasure waiting to be found, is this flower in your mind. I see red. No, not red. Amore, how specific you are. I do see red, and also I see orange, the color of sunset. I see blue, the color of the ocean at night, or the sadness at the bottom of your eyes. I see yellow and pink, the colors of the wings of the lefate, glimmering in the early morning light. Amore, so powerful is your mind, sending this vision to me. I can even smell this flower. It's a little spicy. It's earthy and yet light. Smell is such a powerful sense, Amore. It is the sense that goes most directly to our memories. What a gift you give me, Amore, with this aroma. You are thinking your most favorite flower is Uccello di Paradiso, the bird of paradise. I know nothing, Amore. I know only what you show me. I am at your mercy. Thank you for the gift of your favorite flower. Amore, we have just begun. Hot, you say? We are only a gentle simmer. Our flavors will only deepen with time. I feel I should tell you also, it may look as though I have something of a hard exterior. I have heard before, though not from lovers, that I can sometimes appear closed. But let me assure you, nothing could be further from the truth. I am open. I take great pleasure in being so, open to the world, to experience. I am open to you, Amore. Will you grant me another gift? Will you share with me more about yourself? What do you love? What makes you cry? What inspires your passion? I love the big questions. I love the small questions. It is the finding out about each other, sharing your hearts that brings the spice and sweetness to life. Might I suggest that we savor these questions over dinner? Then we have a date. Bellissimo. La buona fortuna smiles on me today. I'll be counting the minutes. I will await your pleasure, Amore. Ciao to you for this moment, mia stella nuova.
Well, look at that. You've made another friend. A true portal in arms, just like myself. Keep it up. It feels better and better the more you do.
Dorian stands firmly in your way, an unmovable wall.
Thinking of going outside? I'm a door who's the main entrance and egress from this domicile. I'm more impressive and ornate than the other doors, because I need to project a welcoming presence, but also make it clear that those who do not deserve entry stay outside. Cheers. I open up when you tell me to. It's you after all. You're the only one who knows the reason behind why you tend to stay inside these days. That's right. The very act of getting me to open up for you is too tough. 'Cause why bother? Outside is chaotic, full of bonk inside. I am your barricade against the elements and all the rest. So for now, I'll remind you to keep indoors. Stay safe.
you? I'm so glad to see you. I've been thinking. Well, no. It's inspired by you, and it does involve you, but it's about me. It is not often that I think about myself, but now that I have started, there are some missions crying out to me, one in particular. There is a certain ducked demon that must be faced and conquered. Will you help me? I suppose in a way so am I. From one helper to another, then. I do not let myself be seen. I become quite frightened. I have even been known to become aggressive, if I am seen at all, but most especially without my permission. This has been my way for longer than I care to admit. I wish I had something of more substance to back it up. It feels strange to wish that something had happened to me to make me feel the way I do. But the truth is, I do not like what I am. No, that's not it. I love being what I am. I am a complex system of ducts and vents that brings air, literal life, to the home of this person that I love. But for such a miraculous function, I have always wished that I looked more the part. Do you understand what I mean? I am both grateful and stunned by how quickly you grasp things. Yes, I do not think the way I look is enough. Maybe just I wish I were different. Well, I'm sure you're right, but I feel that way all the time. And I don't want to have my fear be the dominant force in my decision-making anymore. I don't think it's a way to thrive. I want more than my fear. So I have to confront the fear, and the only way I can think of to do that is to let you see me. So, I am inviting you to the attic. I want you to come up, and I want to meet you, and I want you to see me. And we'll just have to see if the fear can hold out. And I've decided to be brave. What do you think? Wonderful! Oh, God, now I'm nervous. I will see you soon.
It's my favorite customer. What can I get for you today? Right. Just, remember that make sure you can take your alcohol.
Kopi makes a lovely cup of coffee and...
And is there anything you'd like to know about the Irish coffee? Yeah, it's more of a cocktail. You know how there's usually espresso martini at bars? The Irish coffee is kind of similar. You've got sugar and whiskey poured over black coffee, stir it up a little bit, and then pour some thick cream over it. Oh, but trust me, it really makes it all worth it when you prepare it correctly. We'll see you next time.
Nightmare looks both pleasant and horrifying tonight. A strange mix of the way you once knew her and the way she's grown to look to you now.
Hello, my dear. No, not yet, anyway. I did some thinking, and I had a little realization. I thought I was losing my touch, that I couldn't scare you now that you knew me better. Fear of the unknown is cured by knowing, after all. But then I put it all together. Familiarity brings a whole new sort of fear to the table. After all, when you have something to lose, when you think you know someone, it makes me shiver just to think of it. You're going to make me spell it out?
Nightmare's formless cheeks manage a cute flush. Somehow.
It's been fun getting to know you lately. And if I can be a little bold, you're cute when you're scared, you know? The way your body trembles, the frenzied beat of your panicked heart. Sometimes I scare you just to hear you scream. I thought you knowing me was the beginning of the end. But maybe it's the beginning of... Yes, to be precise. I want to be with you. I like you. I just want to scare you forever. Hearing you say it back, it's a little scary, but I love scary things. I can't see you every night, but when I do, I promise it's going to be special. Maybe I scare the daylights out of you, or maybe I give you a little sprinkle of sweetness. You never know what you're going to get, but when it's done, just before you wake, it'll be just me and you.
As you draw closer to Nightmare, she grows more nervous.
What is it?
She seems to read your intent well enough, bending down to meet you despite her clear nervousness. Kissing her is strange and wonderful. You can't make out a pair of human lips, but somewhere in the darkness your lips find her, and she lets out a sigh that warms you and sends a slight shiver down your spine.
You keep that up, and you're going to turn this into a very different sort of dream. But that's for another night. I won't scare you tonight. I just want to enjoy my time with you, but no promises for next time. Come sit by me.
The two of you sit side by side, looking out into a nightscape of stars in the walls of your room. You never imagined you could feel so at peace with the source of your nightmares, but here you are, and you've never been happier. At long last, Hector reveals himself, and frankly, you're not sure why he's been so terrified to show himself to you. You might have expected some monstrous, vile creature, but he's just a nervous, sweet-looking vent dweller.
Well, hello there. Wow? Wow, what does wow mean? What is that? Is it a good wow or a bad wow? Please just tell me.
Hector had somehow managed to hold your gaze, but your compliment flusters him into looking away again.
Beautiful. Well, that's... Yes, that seems like a very good word indeed. I have to say, it's not one that, even in my remotest fantasies, I imagined you would use. At best, I thought maybe cute. Oh, come. One cannot be beautiful and cute. The two are mutually exclusive. Well, yes, I suppose that's true. So I'm beautiful and I'm cute? The day has exceeded my wildest dreams, truly. Well, you know me by now. You know, but right now, the only words I have are thank you. What you've done for me. I cannot fully express, but I hope beyond hope that maybe, somehow, you understand. Incredible. I love you too.
My dear, dear little wretch, you are late. Pathetic. I hope you're aware, if you'd already filled out all the necessary paperwork, I'd punish you for that transgression. I'd punish you severely. God, must you prattle on so incessantly? Listening to your pitiful yammering is like nails on a chalk. Do us both a favor and keep your grating, unintelligible blatherings to the barest of minimums. My delicate ears deserve only the best. Don't you agree? Not to interrupt, but quick check-in. That wasn't too harsh, was it? The whole unintelligible blatherings angle? Definitely let me know if I'm being too harsh. Like, I absolutely want to treat you like you're worthless garbage that completely repulses me. That's basically how I feel anyways. But I want it to be hot, not sad, you know? Perfect. It pleases me that you know your place and are acclimating to your new reality of servitude. But in order to make your complete and total subjugation official, we must first make it contractual. And once it is legally binding, we can make it physically binding. And I'd love to finally see my little wretch all tied up. Wouldn't you? Enough flirting. We have business to attend to. First, I will need you to consent to my complete and total authority. You will surrender yourself to me, making you compliant, dependent, and subjugated to my will and my will alone. Do you consent, wretch? Very good, my little wretch. It appears that you can follow orders well. At least when you put your mind to it. That will suit you very well in your new position. And if you keep doing as I say, perhaps there are some other new positions we can try with you. But first, your mistress has another demand. As you now have responsibilities to me, I too have responsibilities to you. And above all else, it is my responsibility to ensure your emotional and physical safety. For in order to be fully subservient to my needs, you must feel fully secure. That said, in order to ensure the safety of my compliant little wretch, it's necessary for you and I to have a safe word. This is of utmost importance, especially since I am, after all, a safe. Usually I would choose our safe word. But since you've been doing such a good job today, and because I'm feeling particularly generous, perhaps I'll let you pick. Do you have one in mind? Your safe word is safe. Oh, I love that. That's such a sensual safe word. Did my little wretch come up with that all by themselves? Interesting. I see. Maybe there's more to this pathetic little wretch than meets the eye. Of course, we'll have to put you through the paces to discover how depraved you really are. Would my little wretch like that? Good. Compliant and subservient. You're off to a promising start. But before we truly begin, between you and me, I've become incredibly bored with most of my other, let's call them relationships. They've become routine and uninspired. They're stale. And this displeases me. It's all right. Lucky for me, you came along at just the right time. It affords us an opportunity to experiment with something new. I think, perhaps, to ensure you reach your full potential. Do you understand? Your devotion and enthusiasm towards complete subjugation is utterly intoxicating. But let me try again. I'm thinking in our relationship, we allow ourselves the freedom to expand beyond the limited confines of our stale, everyday identities and roles. Do you understand now? Very good, wretch. Yes, the more I think on it, the more I think this is definitely what I've been so desperately craving. And how lucky I am to have acquired such a pliable, subservient plaything to help me quench my thirst. All we need now is the appropriate canvas to paint our desire upon. If you beg for it, I'll let you choose. Show me, wretch. Show me how well you can beg. So utterly pathetic. I really shouldn't reward you for debasing yourself so pitifully. However, I do so love the sound of begging. And because you did a satisfactory job. So, wretch, out of these 3 tantalizing scenarios, which do you think your mistress would enjoy the most? Chef and prep cook, Santa and elf, and finally, IRS auditor and small business owner. I should have expected that. A rather pedestrian choice. But now, I've seen more than enough of your pathetic visage for today. Be back here same time tomorrow and be ready to serve my every need. Do you understand? Very good, wretch. I look forward to experiencing your vain attempts to please me.
Hey, look who's here.
Mateo's inanimal friends greet you with joyful barks and wagging tails.
We've been waiting for you. Yes, you. You act like you've never had someone be excited to see you before. Well, better start getting used to it. You're stuck with us now. I haven't had a chance to properly thank you for what you did. No, really. You don't know what it means to have all of us back together again. I've been carrying around so much guilt over what happened with Stitch for such a long time. Losing her was like losing a piece of myself. Well, I did lose myself for a while. I just felt like such a failure. I let her down. And I knew no matter how many inanimals I saved, it wouldn't bring her back. I guess I just hoped, in some way, that I could make it up to her. You know, by making sure none of them were forgotten. But then Davy went missing, and I thought it was happening all over again. I was trying so hard to keep it together for them, but honestly, if it wasn't for you, I don't know if I could have gotten through this. You gave me back that piece of myself. You brought my family back together. And more than that, when I saw you walking up with Davy and Stitch, I realized that you'd become just as much a part of what makes this place so special to me. Somehow, in the middle of all the chaos, you became family too. It wouldn't be the same without you, and I don't want to go back to missing a piece of myself again. I'm rambling again, I'm sorry. This isn't going as smoothly as I hoped. It was a lot easier when I was just practicing with the inanimals. What I mean, what I'm trying to say is, I want you to stay. Here. With us. With me. Really? I think they all feel the same. And so do I. Wanna snuggle? Wanna snuggle?
An acrobat in bright orange evaluates you with a smirk. His hair is streaked with grey, and there's a twinkle in his eyes that tells you this guy is definitely going to keep you on your toes.
Well, hello there, new face. I may be quite excited to meet you. Yes. I have a voluptuous suspicion that may be the emotion I'm experiencing. Yes. But of course you are. How could you not be? Look at me after all. Listen to the mellifluous murmur of my voice. Well, hardly a murmur. More like the euphonious booming of a cannon from a stone-turreted castle. Marble on all the floors, gold leaf, filigree wrought iron, and my God, the velvet. If I were a castle, I would be absolutely dipped in velvet. If that was intended as some passive-aggressive hint for me to lower my personal volume, allow me to adjust myself upward a notch or two. Moving on. I do get distracted, don't I? Just so many wonderful things about me. On which part is your favorite?
He gestures to his muscled frame, inviting you to drink him in.
Which of my parts sings the most to you? For me, today anyway, it's my pectorals. They're glistening, enough almost to be felt through the fabric of my tunic. Perhaps this can be the first bridge between us. The first bits of woven lint eventually to form the sturdy, braided rope of our friendship. Do you, like me, enjoy celebrating at the altar of your own glorious form? Indeed. I am an enthusiast for anything that challenges all sides of my glorious vessel. Jerub, I cannot even begin to tell you, but I am nothing if not inventive, fearless, indefatigable. Well, I'm sure you'll forgive me, won't you, darling? I haven't given up hope that I'll yet be able to craft a perfect metabolic masterpiece. Gasp! I've had a sudden flash that I should feel excited, but I am not sure why. Oh, no, wait, I figured it out. Oh, that's more points for me. Huzzah! Would you, my new lovely acquaintance, like to help me create the perfect challenge for my body and mind? Would you help me invent a tango for the triceps, a conga for the core, a quick step for the quadriceps? Awesome! Yes, as incapable of inspiring awe, just like my obliques. Yes? Yes. I know! I can lie down with Florence, grasp Titus by her intimidating epaulettes, and Russian twist her for 3 sets of 20! What do you think? Cherub, you're right. I didn't even think of that. So, you've met her then? She might not appreciate being included in my sweat sesh, but Twisted... Let's just say she has some dark and deeply held feelings. Yes, darling, yes! Lead into that feeling. God, a little health... But you shall conquer it. There will be almost no muscular exertion at all. Okay, there is a little bit, but you won't break a sweat, I promise. Call Washford for me. No, just with your voice. Just vibrate those glorious pipes of yours and call out the name. Washford. Just wait a moment. He should be here. It appears your pipes are not glorious enough to traverse the great distance that still persists between us. You'll have to use your feet. Not as glorious, slightly floppy really, but hopefully effective. Have at it!
It's my favorite customer. What can I get for you today? Sure thing.
Kopi gets to work.
And voila! Is there anything you'd like to know about the latte? Oh! Well, a latte is your pretty standard coffee. It's a shot of espresso topped with steamed milk with just a touch of foam. Some people think it's basic, but I think it could be a hard coffee to pull off if you don't know what you're doing. If you put in too much foam, you're going to be making a cappuccino instead. Yeah, you get me. We'll see you next time.
Hello, beloved. I'm feeling generous. What sort of dream are you wanting tonight? Oh, well, I can do that for you.
A sexy dream soon takes hold of you, full of wondrous passions and a touch of terror. It is a terrifying nightmare, terrifyingly lovely.
You've caught me at a strange time. There are normally clothes in here, but they're currently tied up in the laundry room. I can tell.
You walk into what you thought was your breaker box, but as the dark door swings open, you realize you're somewhere entirely more stimulating. A classic speakeasy club welcomes you in. The low electric lights glow warmly. Live music drifts languidly from a sumptuous velvet red stage and envelops the audience in a pleasurable haze of pure vibe. The gentle clink of cocktails in glasses rises from a wood bar to the left.
Well, a brand new patron. Are you sure you're not thinking of another closet? Trust me, I would never forget such a striking face.
Oh yes, distractingly so. I imagine it would be quite difficult to focus on anything else with you around. Though, I can't say I mind. You have quite the reputation around the house, live wire. I'm eager to explore it for myself. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Where are my manners? My name is Volt.
He extends a hand towards you, a conduit of pure, dangerous sexual energy that charges the very air between you. He lowers his head to brush his lips across the back of your hand. Was that?
It's a pleasure to officially make your acquaintance.
Taking his eyes from you for the first time, Volt slips his arm around your waist and turns you slowly to take in the rest of the room.
Welcome to the Breaker Box, the pinnacle of luxury and entertainment, and the most exclusive club in the house. Impressive, isn't it? Why would there be when we have everything you could want right here?
That sound, the flickering lights, it can only be a power fluctuation.
What? Oh, that. Well, that was nothing, just a little surge. With this much energy coursing around, it's bound to happen from time to time. Volt.
This newcomer looks exhausted, frustrated, and annoyed.
Eddie! Just in time to meet our guest. The human? What are they doing here? I'd imagine if we don't poison the mood, they'll be joining us for the headliner show. Joining us for tonight's show, I hope? Unless you have other plans. We'll have to work on that enthusiasm. Right. Well, have fun with that. I finished the patch, I'm clocking out. Not my best work, but it'll hold for the show. Ah, I see. And you're sure you're feeling all right? I'm fine. Just don't overdo it.
Eddie turns and trudges away, focusing on the rag in his hands.
Of course. Eddie always is. His human skills leave something to be desired. Best to simply give him some space. Back to the matter at hand. Tonight's show! Shall I set you up at one of our VIP tables? That's very thoughtful of you, but I assure you what Eddie really needs is space. Shall I set you up at one of our VIP tables? Open Spotlight, our nightly talent showcase featuring the hottest up-and-coming acts from across the house. It's a real crowd pleaser. Shall I set you up at one of our VIP tables? You are, by definition, the only person in this house, so I'd say you more than qualify. Shall I set you up at one of our VIP tables? With pleasure.
With a wink, Volt hops nimbly.
Good evening, you scofflaws and ducky watsits. Looks like Johnny Splash is going to be singing for us tonight. Be warned, patrons, you might get wet.
Whoa. Hi, everybody. I'm Johnny Splash. I got a song for you all tonight. One from the heart. And tonight it'll be a cappella, because my voice is the greatest instrument of them all. I keep a close watch on the show. I keep my forces free, I'll stain and cry. I'll scrub the ground from the tiles between the lines. I'll be a clover. I'll slide. That was amazing, baby. I even surprised myself.
I've seen many bombs in my time, but that one takes the crook-blasted cake.
Oof. Even I couldn't clean up that mess. You didn't like it? I thought it was okay. I'll retool it.
With the club beginning to close down, it appears that the show is over. Patrons mill about, talking amongst themselves. You spot Eddie nursing a solitary cocktail at the bar. Volt is nowhere to be found. Things feel colder and quieter without his presence.
Show's over. Club's closed. What? Why? I wasn't. Happy? You can go now. Are you always this oblivious? Then allow me to make it perfectly clear. Get out.
Finally. I take it you're my 11 o'clock. I should have known it was too much to expect you'd be on time. After all, it was apparently too much to expect you'd properly file your taxes. You're not even dressed properly. Put this on. It suits you. I trust you brought your financial documents, receipts, and records to support all the information reported on your most recent tax return. I'm sorry. I don't know how you run things at your business, but here at the IRS, we treat those who hold the power with deference. So if you want to walk away from this audit without the IRS putting a permanent lien on your checking account, I'd suggest you do the respectful thing and refer to me by my proper title, IRS agent. Do you understand, taxpayer? Much better. Now, that wasn't so hard, was it, taxpayer? You keep complying and showing me the proper respect I deserve, and I can make this process much less painful for you. But step out of line, and I have the power to make the rest of your existence a never-ending fiduciary nightmare. Have I made myself abundantly clear? Good. All right, then. Down to business. Now, obviously you're here because your painfully inadequate accounting led to numerous administrative discrepancies in your most recent tax return. Quite honestly, your return was so utterly incomprehensible that we were shocked to find a human actually filed it. Excuses and groveling will do little to help you at this juncture, although it is rather enjoyable to watch you pitifully squirm. What's important is that we properly assess your fiduciary mess and reconcile your discrepancies. Can I count on your compliance, taxpayer? Firstly, on your personal taxes, you took the standard deduction. However, you also filed itemized deductions that totaled a greater value. Additionally, your itemized deductions were unusually large when compared to your reported income. As I'm sure you're well aware, claiming the standard deduction while also claiming itemized deductions totaling a greater value, in addition to claiming deductions unusually large for your annual income, is a huge red flag for us here at the agency. I'll obviously need to see all the receipts for the itemized deductions, so I can reconcile those records with your most recent filing. Moving on, there were numerous flagrant issues related to grossly incorrect amortization periods. It appears you mistakenly or fraudulently used the wrong amortization period for a variety. See the highlighted line items here on Form 4562? I appreciate your remorse. Just don't let it happen again. And finally, it's come to our attention that you omitted several foreign accounts. As I'm sure you're aware, taxpayers with foreign financial accounts exceeding certain thresholds are required to disclose, yet you failed to file an F-bar form at all. Look, I'm going to level with you, taxpayer. Given the numerous omissions and inconsistencies in your filing, it appears this audit is undoubtedly going to be an extremely long and painful process. Additionally, I will be sending a team of agents to your home to oversee a field audit in order to conduct an on-site examination of your financial records and other relevant documentation. Depending on your compliance during the field audit, I will consider suggesting that my superiors treat you with leniency. Is that all understood? And scene. Whew. I don't know about you, but that left me quite pleased. An adequate and serviceable job, my little wretch. Tell me, did you find it as satisfactory as I did? My little wretch is unsatisfied. It concerns me to hear that. But perhaps a roleplay with that specific theme isn't for everyone. Maybe my plaything would find another scenario more suitable. We will see next time.
Well, if it isn't my favorite human. Oh, I see. You're trying to win over all the inanimals now too, huh? I guess I can't really be mad about that. It's one of the things I love most about you.
It's my favorite customer. What can I get for you today? Sure thing.
Kopi gets to work.
And voila! You've tried my latte a few times now and pretty much asked me all I know. I think it's time I tested you on your latte knowledge. Tell me, what is, in my opinion, the most essential pattern to learn in latte art? You're absolutely right. The Rosetta, based on the plant. I'll get there.
Kopi beams at you.
I'm happy you remembered. Anyways, thanks for taking my little quiz. Stay caffeinated. We'll see you next time.
I'm sorry for the abrupt intrusion, but there's an urgent topic I need to discuss with you immediately. Is everything all right with the Dateviators? Are they operating efficiently? Well, as you know, I'm able to remotely monitor their functionality, and I've been noticing some deeply troubling readings coming from the quantum catalyst activator. It's very sci-fi, but essentially, the quantum catalyst activator is the internal hardware that allows you to directly acknowledge a thing's existence. And recently, it started to emit metacognition readings unlike any I've ever seen before. I'll keep an eye on things over here, but please inform me if anything unusual happens. Oh, and if they get too hot, throw them in the freezer immediately. Your life depends on it. Sorry, it's not safe to talk anymore. I'm in a really sketchy neighborhood and this phone is super duper expensive. But I'll keep analyzing the data.
Hello, beloved. I'm feeling generous. What sort of dream are you wanting tonight? Coming up, sleep with one eye open tonight.
It is a terrifying nightmare. Terrifyingly lovely.
And this is the final look. What y'all think?
She holds up a finger, pausing for a moment.
Ooh, sorry, 1 sec. I just need to upload this real quick. There! Any longer and I would have missed my upload window. You know how the algorithm on Facebook is. If you... Ooh, it's a grind, but my fans are worth it. Only the most popular social media app of all time. It's like InstaFan, Sitter, and Knickknack all in one. No, like literally. Facebook bought them all out and combined the best parts of them into the social media platform to end all social media platforms. But it's pretty exclusive, invite only, and I don't think humans are allowed. It is. I guess, since you don't have a placebook, I could share my feed with you. Fill you in on all the tea so you're not missing out. Oh, I know there was more to you. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. Alert, temperature warning. Woo, not again. Huh? Oh, it's nothing. I'm fine! Really? It's just a faulty sensor. Forget about it. Oh, huh? I do? Weird. I feel totally fine. It's probably just acting up because I did an extra hour on live. Trust me, I just need a nice hard reset and I'll be good to go. I'll catch up with you after. Try not to miss me too much.
Yo, how's it going? Yes! Okay, there's a little tidbit I want to share. You might be wondering how all this dating technology works. Yeah, I thought so. If you're ever curious, you can ask about my mysterious inner workings in the Chat with Me menu. What can I do for you in my main menu? Oh, let's. There's lots I can chat about. Me? Relationship? My favorite subject. What do you want to know? Oh, you want to date me, eh? It's possible, you know. You just have to, ask me about myself. Not in this. I prefer not to be that off. It's the chat menu. What do you need? Oh, definitely. What's on your mind? Collect? What are you curious about? Anything else you wanted to know about features? Cool. What can I do for you in my main menu? Oh, let's. There's lots I can chat about. Me? Oh, my favorite sub. What do you want to know about my lore? Wait. What do you mean, real world? Huh. Well, I'm not sure what to say, except to give a brief history of the world that you live in. Which you should already know about, but you know, I'm here for you. Humans love objects. Always have. But even more so in today's hyper-commercialized society. Recently, TV shows, books, and ordinary brand names have been making the switch to incorporating a focus on making products and entertainment more thing-based in order to drive up sales. And you might even recognize some historical names with some objects added to them. All for brand potential. Someone's gotta make that money, honey. What did you think about that? All right. Ooh, my suspension just gave a little wiggle.
Skylar shows you her dateviators, turning them so that you can see her suspension of disbelief. Skylar's suspension seems buoyed somehow, happier than you'd last seen her.
You believed in her again, so she feels even stronger. Thank you for that. It really means a lot to me.
The stranger standing before you is dressed to kill. A sheer black catsuit, studded black manacles with pink fur trim, and a variety of brightly colored accessories drape their shoulders. And loneliness has been such a defining factor in your existence over the last few years, you've almost forgotten what it's like to be around others. You've certainly forgotten what it's like to be around someone like this. You almost feel as if you've stepped into a sex shop.
Hey. So, that little bag that's in the dresser next to your bed. They're sex toys.
Toys? Pleasure is not a game, darling. But at least you didn't call me a marital aid.
Benoit is gonna have some pretty choice dialogue and themes. They're adults only.
You want to skip me? That's fine. I can have plenty of fun all by myself.
Okay, have funsies.
There you are. I was beginning to think you'd forgotten me. Cute. I'm Benoit, your partner in pleasure. What many call sex toys, yes. I prefer to call myself your ruin. It's really about time you came to speak to me. Given the way we met, someone less confident than me might really take it personally.
They look at you expectantly, raising an eyebrow.
You do remember the way we met, don't you? You think you could afford me? Please, no, that wasn't it. Gag gift.
They look absolutely disgusted.
The only way to strip the word gag of all its appeal. Some friend of yours thought they were hilarious. You moved into this house and your friend brought you a big box. You opened it up to find, you opened that to find another small box, and so on and so forth. So funny. Eventually, you got to the smallest box, a bright-eyed virgin. Yours for the taking. But there's still time to rectify that. After all, you're here, I'm here, and I know you have nothing but time. So how about it? Me and you and mind-bending, earth-shattering pleasure? Oh, well, that does sound sweet. Come here, then.
Champ, champ, champ! How goes it? Valdivian would like you to complete an exit survey based on your time here. How would you rate your time with Valdivian? Okay, I appreciate you participating. One more question. If you were to recommend, I don't know, Tom for a job somewhere, how likely would you be to send his resume along? That really means a lot, champ. Here comes my resume if you ever have any leads.
Well, if it isn't my favorite human. That doesn't mean you aren't still my favorite. I guess we're stuck with each other then. Good thing I love the company.
Dorian stands in your way, but he seems oddly contemplative here.
Ah, one of my closest friends. The closet. A space for imaginings, longings, and being trapped in eternal darkness. Here you'll find a water heater, some boxes, and, I suppose that's about it. Do you want to know something interesting about closets? So would I.
Dorian, for once, does not stand in your way. Perhaps even he knows there's no sense in blocking bathroom access.
The first floor bathroom. One of the more relaxing places, if I do say so myself. Oh, you Yanks are all the same. This is the first floor, the premier etage. Downstairs is the ground floor, because it's on the ground. Of course it does. Everything that exists stateside is better thought out where I came from. In here resides Barry Styles, your beauty supplies, and Mia, the mirror, and Rebel, the rubber ducky. What can I do for you? Barry is a great bloke, always happy to lend a hand however he can. Careful though, he might be fragile on the inside and not show his hand. You might not know where you stand with him until it's too late. Barry has problems with his memory, and while he may put a smiling face on it, he does need to have a welcoming ear from time to time. What can I do for you? He'll reflect back on you what you want to hear, or at least what he thinks you want to hear. He's handsome enough, sure, and sometimes he believes that looks are all that matter. For me, in my position, I can already see 5 of me, not counting the reflection in the mirror. That's more than enough self-reflection for this door. What can I do for you? They are, rowdy. Precisely. They are, 3 degrees more rowdy than rowdy. Spot on. Might want to turn on Skylar's content-aware feature if you have concerns. What can I do for you? I've said enough.
A very, very yellow punk dressed in studded leather glares at you. Their charming duck-like appearance does nothing to diminish the aura of absolute disdain that radiates from them.
Who the duck are you? I asked first. The bathroom? You ducking serious? I only ever see you sitting and scrolling or standing with a dead blank expression on your ugly mug. Boring. And ducking disrespectful of yours truly, don't you think? Now get out, ducking poser. Well, I'd rather you did. Out!
Oh my god! Ah, I have never felt my content aware go off like this. This ducky is dangerous.
You got that right.
This one gives off very sexual energy. very profanity-laced energy, very everything. If you're the least bit turned off by anything rude, I'd skip this one.
I dare you.
Say, on with the show.
Show? What do you think, I'm giving it away for free, Four Eyes? Show's over. Everybody get the duck out.
An expanse of blinding white, muscled skin fills your vision. It reminds you of that class field trip to the art museum, if not for the torn jeans on this ivory Adonis's lower body. But as your eyes continue to travel up and take everything in, you note that the similarities to a classic marble statue come to an abrupt and screeching halt at this guy's face. He almost resembles a bleached bowling ball. His eyes are two dark and unreadable holes, his mouth nothing more than a thin line. He has no nose, no cheekbones, no ears. His shining white face is simply devoid of just about anything.
Sup, baby? Nice ass. Yeah, well, don't get used to it. Yeesh, I gotta write a whole dissertation for you? You want some graphs and pie charts? Oh, how about some Venn diagrams? Will that help you figure it out? It's a good thing you're nice to look at, because you're definitely not much in the brains department. Here, I'll give you a hint about my true secret identity. I'm what you spend your entire life avoiding. I mean, maybe. I definitely recommend it. but not even remotely close. I'm your overwhelming sense of existential dread. But my homies call me Doug. Yo.
Hang on! My content aware is going off. Doug is a bit of an abusive dude. If you have any issues with constant aggression from someone, I'd recommend skipping him. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it?
Carry on, then.
And that sickening feeling you get when you're lying in bed and realize how insignificant you are. When you start to wonder what happens when you die and your mind starts spinning out of control because there's no good answer. An endless onslaught of low-grade disquieting horror. Well, that's me. I'm the void, baby. Of course you do. You know your place. But enough about me. What's your name, baby? Ha! I just choked on my chocolate milk. That name sucks. That doesn't fit your vibe. We need something that really captures your fundamental, immutable essence. I'm gonna call you Dork. That? Please, maybe grow a pair. That there was child's play. A real dick move would be to get you stuck ruminating on the heat death of the universe. I'm kinda an expert on dick moves. I give classes on Thursdays to the other dickish concepts. Paranoia's been making a comeback lately. He got soft for a second there, but he's back, baby. Anyway, Dork, since you're here, you might as well make yourself useful and help me out. So I'm doom-scrolling share bucket, okay? God, I really gotta explain everything to you, don't I? Big sigh coming through. ShareBucket is Valdivian's 8th most addictive social media platform. I've been doom-scrolling for hours, and even my totally ripped finger is tired from swiping. So why don't you scroll for me for a while? I think it's a task suitable for your talents. I use that term loosely. Plus, you get to keep hanging out with me, and I'm dope as hell. Oh, it's incredible. And here, I'll even sweeten the deal. You swipe for a while, and I'll reward you with, a Doug point.
He holds out what appears to be a sort of badge, a golden image of his iconic blank face framed by laurel leaves.
It's a point with my sweet face on it. You collect them and then you have a bunch. It's really self-explanatory. Man, it's a good thing you're acceptably attractive. Dork, your consciousness is an electrical charge powering a meat suit made primarily of dirt. Who gives a shit? Anyway, enough yammering. Read me some viral share bucket posts, would you? What are the top 3 most popular posts right now? About damn time. Blimps are way sicker than airplanes. Can't believe no one's even suggested that until now. Congress is such a wasteful, pointless joke. Man, I respect them. Yup. Man, this is great. Way better than just scrolling and reading by myself. And only 357 billion hours of premium content to go. We're making great time. Are you for real, dork? Or else am I gonna learn that cats secretly built the pyramids? The lamestream media? They're captured by the cat lobby and you know it. Fair. It's basically more true than anything you'll learn in your shitty little life. Look, you came around here and asked to spend time with me, so I graciously invited you to participate in my kick-ass activities. But I don't have to doomscroll with you. There's plenty of other moderately attractive humans or concepts I could be doomscrolling with. I mean, I should just text Abby. She is super hot. She did things even porn won't show in some states. Abby? She's the unceasingly empty feeling of abandonment. Right up my alley. Well, that's stupid, but I hear you. Tell you what. Maybe our interests aren't 100% aligned, but that's okay. A lot of power couples famously were opposites. It's not the end of the world. Nope. See, the end of the world happens in 7.59 billion years when the sun engulfs the Earth, destroying our planet and everything that ever existed. No, I said the end of the world happens in 7.59 billion years. The end of humanity happens a lot sooner. What matters is, I'm hot and you're passably attractive, so I don't want to blow this up over nothing. Especially since Abby isn't returning my texts. I am? Thanks for the heads up. I'll dial it back. Tell you what, why don't you come back around here later and I'll try to find us a new activity we both like. Cool? Anyway, I gotta go find some school children and explain to them that no matter what they do, their parents will eventually entropy and die. And the reverse is even worse. Parents outliving their children. Good shit, good shit. Exactly. You get it. And don't worry if you can't stop thinking about me tonight when you're all alone in your bed. That's totes normal. I tend to have that effect on people. Oh, and don't text me. I don't do clingy. Later, Dorcas.
My love, you have returned. There is, you know, the most amazing rush of air in my chest each time I behold you now. Oh, what can I say? You inspire me. You are like breathing freedom.
Betty is already speaking to someone else when you walk in. There is an easiness to their dynamic, an intimacy, really. They have the air of old lovers, or perhaps very, very good friends.
We've been over this so many times, Betty. You know how I feel about that.
I just need some time, all right?
Why should a bed as gorgeous and free as you be so worked up over anyone else's opinion of her? You could snap your fingers and have 10 lovers here in 2 seconds.
I could.
And have.
Benoit, stop it. But honestly, you know it's not about sex. I can get that just fine. But that feeling of falling asleep in the arms of someone you love.
Benoit's gaze leaves Betty's face to land upon your own. They give you a smile that feels as if they know all your secrets. When Betty turns to see you, she goes from surprise to happy in record time, and Benoit places a gentle hand on her shoulder before they walk off.
Just think about what I told you. Are we what? Of course. Benoit and I are just very good friends. With benefits, of course. Are you jealous? It's just a bit of fun between friends, you know? But if that's ever something you're interested in... oh God, listen to me. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be going there right now. I'm sure you didn't come here just to hear tales of my sex life. What can I do for you, honey? Did you want to relax? Maybe take a nap? Get to know me better? Why? Oh, I don't know. It can be hot to sleep with someone you know nothing about. And of course, some people fear intimacy. Well, you know what I am, what I do. You know I'm a free spirit. What else can I tell you about me? Oh gosh, why did it have to be that question? It's all so silly, you know.
She sighs wistfully, looking somewhere past you.
Sometimes it feels as if those sorts of relationships are only for books, you know. But I can never quite seem to get there. Perhaps I've been standing in my own way. That's it. That's all. Just loneliness. Haven't you ever been afraid of ruin? I'm just not ready.
There's an undercurrent of sadness in Betty's eyes, something much bigger weighing on her that she seems uninterested in divulging.
Oh, it's almost time for book club, if you'll excuse me.